So I guess you could call this part two of my vlogging channel. And what has basically been going on here the past few times, or past for at least a little bit. Um, right now, the one thing I've got going right now is still trying to get my thoughts together on a lot of stuff, but I mean, that's going to take some time, right? Right. And I got to learn how to speak a little bit better when it comes to talking. I know I've got a voice that I can do this with. I used to do telemarketing, and I just have to be like, hi, my name's Joel, how you know, that sort of stuff. But right now, my big issue is being stuck in a rock and a hard place. And I'm in a situation where I can go against where if I take one path, then it's a path towards standing up for my values and beliefs, something which I've never really, not compromised because I do adjust them, but I usually have to have a pretty good reasoning for it, something that makes sense to me. Like staying true to my base ethics and morals, and going against those for somebody that I care about deeply. And that right there is a pretty tough thing to do. Because one thing I've always really kind of had in my life has always been that whatever choices I make, I've always made them for what I felt was the right reasons on my own compass. And I've never really like I've never really gone against that, like, I've never really gone against that for really anybody, like, even people that I've dated or married or friends or relatives. It's always just been that one thing that I know that is something that I can't have taken away from me. But in this particular situation, my values are contradictory towards something that can make my significant other happy. And that's a tough spot to be in. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be happier. Sorry. I don't know if I'd be happier doing that, going against that for the person, because, you know, maybe it'd be happier for us in the end, or if I would resent myself for compromising one of the few things that I've not really compromised on much. Unless, like I said, I feel like it's a legitimate, like, good reason, or, like, you can convince me why that needs to be altered or modified. But if I had people to bounce my ideas off or people to talk to who actually would listen to me and try to fully understand my point of view, not necessarily agree with it, but just like, you know, try to get an idea of where I'm coming from, then either A, they would see my point and understand it, or they could take what I'm trying to say and maybe rationalize it to me a bit better. Because my only line of defense for the long time has always been a defense of skepticism. And it's never been a situation where I could be appealed to by way of just saying, I don't know, like I need to have like more. I need my. It's hard to explain, but I think it'd be easier to explain, or it'd be easier to understand if a person just was able to fully listen and try to put themselves in my shoes and pretend that they are me for the situation. But it's one of those things that I'll shit.